Do,
We drag
do,
someone else
do,
in.
do. Oh, I'll drag people in. You just wait. It's going to happen. It is going to happen. Hello, everybody. Oh, yeah. That's okay. Susan, just mess with it for a minute. We can bring you in a minute. Not a big deal. Susan's having some internet issues, which is really weird because her internet was awesome during the whole entire stream, and now it's screwing with her. So it's bad internet night, folks. That's what it is. And strangely enough, mine is not blinking and it comes in really clear. So I don't know. Must be some like tilt in the universe or something today. So anyways, so Vanta, what did you think? Did you enjoy that, kind of getting to know other people and let everybody get to know you?
Yeah, it's always nice to just chat about basically anything. Bye, Susan. Just getting to know who's who in the community at all.
Yeah. And that's like I said, that's why I like to do this, because I mean, I just learned a bunch of stuff about Susan and Amy that I didn't know. I've had Susan on my live streams before. I've been on after parties on Neil's with her, and I've spent some time now, on the shows with Amy, and I didn't even know most of that about them. I knew a couple little things. I knew that Amy's son is autistic, kind of thing, but I didn't know all that other crazy stuff. Like, whoo, what a strong lady. So
yeah.
I just want to point out Bobus's comment. Bobus, I don't know who the hell you are, but I love that comment. It is not the fear of the difference in some people. It's the fear of not being the normal that most humans fail at. Always stand strong and proud of who you are. And abso-fucking-lutely.
Oh, yes.
And what's funny is before I came on, I had my name originally as Be You, and then I changed it to Be True. So yeah, I like it, Bobus. Absolutely. It's great. Thank you, Ox. I appreciate you. Yeah, and that's the thing I don't understand. And I think for most people, they haven't found out who they are yet. And because not everybody knows it right away. Some people don't realize it till they're, 50 or whatever.
I'm still not sure who I am, so whatever.
Yeah.
I'm
that's
36, so whatever.
Yeah, you're 36. See, you're at that point. That's when I realized, started really digging deep and doing self-analysis within me, was in my 30s. And I learned a lot about myself, and I cried my ass off for days while I was doing it. But it came out really good. And I grew so much as a person from the time I was 37 until I was 39 that, it was amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah,
Bobus is Latin for oxen. Gee, I wonder who that was. Hey, Kevin's here too. You guys, the StreamYard link is down there. Feel free to jump in, grab it, and yeah, everybody come in, whoever wants, and we can just sit here and bullshit, and maybe we can get to know other people too. Get some people introduced around here. Like, I don't know, maybe Cadence can come in.
Hint, hint, wink, wink. Don't make me get a leash.
I looked at Cadence is already here.
Good.
Cadence!
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't time that.
How are you, sweetheart?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good. Yes, Ox, no dicks allowed. That's true. No dicks allowed. Unless Dick Dawson wants to come in. He's the only dick allowed on my stream. Everybody else, you're out of here. And no, I'm not talking about genitalia. I'm saying don't be an asshole. So
it'd be a solicited dick.
Huh?
Yes.
A solicited dick. Not an unsolicited dick, but a solicited one.
Yes. He is a solicited dick. It's true. Yeah. That's great. Not an unsolicited one. Oh, that's like Andy from Laughing in Disbelief said that he was at a point in his life where someone had sent him because for anybody that doesn't know, he's bisexual, so he was looking for a guy to date, and this guy sent him a dick pic and asked for one back, and he said he was in his bathroom and he's like, what am I doing right now? So he sent him a picture of Richard Nixon. There's your dick pic. And he said he never did do it. But I mean, you know, once that's on the internet, once anybody has it, everybody has it. So you definitely have to watch.
And honestly, even if it's just uploaded to the cloud, it's never going away. It's going to be stuck there forever.
Oh, absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
every picture you take is never going to disappear if you take with your phone.
Fact. Absolute fact. Yeah, you got to watch that shit, you know, and that's why these young kids and stuff are running around putting stuff online. And I'm like, oh my God, you do realize that in like 10 or 15 years, you're going to have children. They're going to find that, right?
Oh, yes.
They're going to find a picture of their mother's, you know what, online, and it's going to be horrifying for them.
That's like the thing with what was it, Snapchat, I think it was, where like the devs and everybody were like, hey, we see these pictures, we archive these pictures, we look at them. Your conversations aren't private to us. We know this. We advertise it.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
Alias. How the hell are you? And there's Purple too. Yay! Hey, Purple, why don't you come in, honey? There's a link up there. I love talking to Purple. I'm assuming you're back home and safe and all that, because I did not hear any different. I'm horrible about checking stuff online, like messaging, and I'm just bad at it. I'm just going to blame it on ADD because I don't know why I do it. I just forget. I forget things exist. You know,
I just ignore all the social networks because
I just forget about them. I literally just forget about them. Like I was talking to before I met Peach. I was talking to a couple different people online and women online on 2 different app sites, you know, and then I just forgot and I didn't message them for like 2 months. And then I got a message on there and I was like, oh, I should probably check that message, you know? So I look on there and there's this message and I was like, oh, I forgot about her. Fuck. She was hot too. How can I forget about that one?
So that's what's important for you. Okay, got it.
Well, I mean, not necessarily, but it doesn't hurt if she's hot, you know? Yeah. I found one with these pretty blue eyes though. And I'm not even a blue-eyed person. Like I usually don't go after like blue-eyed blondes, but she's from the Netherlands. So she's not like a US blue-eyed blonde, if that makes any sense. So she's really cool and laid back. And she has these beautiful eyes, beautiful blue eyes.
She's not a generic blue-eyed blonde. She's an exotic blue-eyed blonde.
Wow. I'll tell you said that. See what she says. She'll be like, thank you. I think she gets embarrassed. I compliment her. She's like, thank you. It's funny.
Oh well.
It's totally funny. What the hell was I doing? Oh, I know what I was going to do. I forgot to twit it. I just call it twit because there's so many twits on there. Purple.
Yeah.
There is my friend. Tell me about your trip. How you doing?
Hello, Purple.
Yeah, I would have thought you would have heard by now that everything's back to normal and I'm home.
Okay, well, I knew you would be home by now, but I just missed a lot of the threads and I started going back through it and I was like, I don't have time to do this tonight, you know, kind of thing. I'm ADD. I can't do it. Yeah.
Well,
so
the trip, a lot of the stuff you're describing is a lot of the same stuff I go through of forgetting about people and all that stuff.
I don't mean to.
No, I don't either. And that's, you know, people feel that I'm very cold and detached, but that's just, it's not the case. It's just I lose track of time and I don't realize it has been weeks since I have talked to you.
Yeah, I do that too. I'll forget. I just forget. I just my mind goes, something else comes up in my life and then I'm thinking about this and this and this and this and this. And I'm just, my head's just going around in a circle for the big priorities. And then I'm like, oh, shit. I was supposed to message someone like a month ago. Yeah.
Well, people think it's a joke, but I say that Sloth Girl's job is to make sure I don't go consecutive days without eating. Because that is a real thing for me. That, yeah, if somebody doesn't ask me about it, I'm known to go 3 days without eating. Yeah, just because I get involved in a project and I forget I need to eat.
I can't
see,
say I haven't done that. I honestly have. My ex used to bring food out to the garage because she'd say, "Hey, come on in, it's lunch." And I'd been out in the garage for like 4 hours, and then I go, "Okay, in a minute," and she'd come back out and she'd go, "Are you gonna come in and eat?" And I go, "Oh, it's only been like what 30 minutes," and she said, "It's been 4 hours."
Yeah.
Yeah, like you've missed breakfast.
yeah.
Now we're on to dinner. I mean, lunch
Yeah.
and breakfast. Now we're on to dinner. So then I would be like, "Oh, all right, I'll come in a minute." So after like the second weekend I did this with her, she just started bringing me food and handed it to me. Go eat that.
Yeah.
And I'd go, okay. And I'd set it down. She'd go, no, stop and eat it now. And she would stand there and talk to me. And then I would eat it. When I was done, she'd take the plate back in and leave me alone again. That's how she makes, right?
I get into my writing and I will just work for 20, 30 hours that I will only get out of my chair to go to the bathroom and get another bottle of water. That's it. Nothing else occurs to me to happen. And it's like I realize that, oh, the sun's coming up again. That already happened while I've been sitting here.
Right.
Yeah. I can't do that because if I go without eating, I get migraines. So yeah, no, not gonna happen.
Yeah, that's my problem too. I get not migraines, but I get sick if I don't eat.
Yeah, well, I'm hypoglycemic. I have to eat. And she was a paramedic and she knew that. That's why she kept bringing me food because she didn't want to peel me off the garage floor later. That's why.
Yeah, it's a good thing that none of my odd conditions are life-threatening or I probably wouldn't have survived. But
yeah, right. Seriously, Purple.
most of my quirks are more annoying to other people than me. I tend not to notice a lot of them.
Right. Word. What was I gonna say? Sorry, see, I got distracted. Just trying to tweet that out to Twitter, and then I forgot what the hell I was doing. If it's meant to be, it'll be, baby, let it be. Yes, that is a great song. Actually, I like that song. Oh, we have we got a little moo in the chat. Hi,
Oh,
Moo.
hey.
Well, moo.
Lady Di, if you want to jump in, there's a link above. If you can't see it, let me know. I'll put another one in.
And there's also a math pig in chat.
There is a math pig in the chat. Actually, I think I pinned that link to the top of the chat.
Yeah, it is
hopefully.
Yes, you did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Thanks,
it's
Purple.
staying there.
Sweet. I didn't want to have to go back in through my phone again and look and get distracted.
You might end on Twitter.
You guys will lost me for another 5 minutes. Yeah, anybody wants to come in? Yes, Math Pig, you are not sleeping. I'm sleeping. Shh, is what he said. No, you're not sleeping, honey. You're in my chat again.
He got lost on the way to bed.
At this point, I would believe that Math Pig can run a stream in his sleep.
Cadence, what did you do to Math Pig?
He's already done that, Purple. I'm pretty
I
sure he
did
has been so
nothing.
exhausted that he is halfway
innocent.
slept.
I totally did not post porn for him to look at earlier.
Okay, so that's why.
No wonder
Checks
he's
out.
all worn out. Nope, this is a dream.
A dream or nightmare,
Oh,
Math Pig.
cool.
Dream
Diana's
or
going to come
nightmare.
in.
Nightmare.
Yay.
Oh, good.
I have to say it like she says it every time she sees me in the chat. Yay! She's so sweet. Porn, you mean your pics? Cadence, what
Yeah,
did you say,
selfies.
Matt Pig?
I didn't
Selfies.
send him anything.
You know,
Well-
I'm still not believing you. It just doesn't feel like you're telling the truth right now. Let's try again.
Well, like you say about on the internet, things never go away. So somewhere out there actually is porn of me. Although Yahoo deleted the account it was posted from, so I had no way of ever going back and wouldn't even know where to find it at this point.
Might be
If
for the better.
anybody finds that, post it in one of the DMs on Twitter where we all are, like Dave's or something, one of those, any of those, and we'll have fun with that later. And pick on Purple. No, I wouldn't do that.
Doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I know, but I would never do that anyways. Santi the Sane. Oh my God, Santi's alive, you guys. I haven't seen him in a month.
Hey.
Yeah, that's been a while.
It's been a month. Pretty sure. Yeah. There's no pics of you totally naked, Math Pig, but with the floss you were wearing, we could see everything anyway. So we do know that you definitely have a penis and or have testicles. You're definitely a guy. We know that.
I was trying to forget that.
Yeah, I can't. I'm sorry. It's ingrained in the back of my head now. Sometimes I lay down at night and I wake up like, Mike Mankini. Oh, Jesus. Oh, fuck. You know, it's rough sometimes. Oh, Santi, I will say the same thing to you. There is it's a math kini. Yes, Math Pick. It's a math kini. There is a link up top there, Mr. Sane, if you would like to come in. You're always welcome. Yeah, man, there's certain things they just shouldn't make in this world for people to wear and call it clothing, you know. I mean, calling it lingerie, okay, fine, you know, but no. Yeah. No, mankini should not be on the list.
My ex actually bought me a Speedo, and I was like, I'm taking your daughters to the beach. You really want me to, you know? No, that's just not appropriate.
Can you give me some board shorts? Thanks. Ox said, you're out, Math Pig. B said, no dicks. I meant assholes. There's plenty of dicks wandering around the chat. It's fine.
Actually, speaking of Speedos, I got a flashback from, I think it was Gran Canaria. Family was there. This must be like back in 2000 or something. One of the people on the beach was an Italian man in a leather Speedo.
Ooh, leather?
A leather Speedo
That's
on the beach.
Sticky and hot.
That was a bit peculiar.
Man, what was a leather? You know, I mean, you know, I don't really judge people, but who would want to put leather on a hot day up against their ball sack? I need to know who does that.
Random Italian guy we met, saw, didn't speak to him.
Biker?
The less I know, the better. But yeah, when you're on the beach, like at tourist resorts, you see all kinds of people, all kinds of people.
One of the worst things I've ever seen was a English gentleman. He was like either from England or the UK or something. Okay, I'm not really sure because I'm not that good with accents, and it was a long fucking time ago. But he was approximately 5'9", 5'10", almost all the way bald. Like he had that businessman fringe around the back, and probably weighed a good 280, 300 pounds, and he had a Speedo on.
Oh, that's lovely.
I was never the same. I was never the same, and I was confirmed a little bit more that yes, I am definitely into women. Yes.
Yeah,
it was horrible.
At least you're not into that kind of men.
Oh God, no. You'd have to be like a little wimpy, feminine man that was my bitch and cooked for me. Then then I could probably date a guy. But what to do with your peni, I don't know what to tell you. That's literally on you.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. I got a lady Diane.
Hey, Diana.
And Sir Piggy.
Oh, what about that for Timon? What about that for Timon?
Hey, Robbie.
Hugs for Diana.
Okay, Samantha.
It is very late for me.
I know it is. You should be in bed, young man. We've had this discussion before.
Oh no, I've had like 2 after parties. I'm very stoned.
3 after parties and still going strong.
I don't even know why I'm here. I'm here to make a fool of myself, probably. But yeah.
Hopefully.
Oh my! What do we have here?
Madness.
We have things and stuff.
There's stuff and things too.
No, no. Fuck stuff. Things. Things.
I love things.
And then there's this kiddiness.
Leather Speedo. You know how hard it is to get the smell out of leather? Yes, I know, Ox. That's what makes it worse. Well, that and peeling it off later, like that's. I'm sorry, that's. I mean, that's really going to cause like what is that, jungle rot, but on your nutsack. So I don't know why anybody would want to do that. I just don't.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, anything that would increase sweat in that area is definitely not good.
I have to admit that due to genetics and my father's line, my grandfather had it, my father had it, and that's just who I've interacted with. But we do sweat an awful lot in my surname's line. I'm not going to say my surname's line. My poor wee daughter got it. Her mother actually texted me like 3 weeks ago and was like, "Thanks very much. I had to shower Elena before she went to school at 7 o'clock in the morning because she's got your genes. Her pillow was soaked through with sweat when she woke up. Thank you very much."
Well, give the damn girl some AC in her room and a fan.
Oh, no,
I have
no,
to sleep with a fan. I have to. I will
They
just
have
sweat.
moved the bed to actually beside the window, man. She is less than 2 foot from the window. It's just, it got that bad when I was younger. I actually went to the doctor and was looking about surgery and stuff. And the only thing that they had back in the day, now I'm saying 14, 15, 16, somewhere in there around that. I'm 38 in a couple of weeks. But
Right.
they were just going to inject silicone into my armpits. That was it.
Just to
And,
block to block off the pores so there was less coming out.
exactly, yes. But the
Well,
problem with that was it doesn't switch them off. It just means through the doctor's description, it would move to somewhere else. And my main problems was my face and my armpits. And you can't inject silicone into your face because I'm not a porn star, so there was that wasn't an option. So injecting silicone into the worst places were, but the liquid, the sweat, the salt water would still be created. So I would just end up looking worse. I'd end up looking like a priest in a Barney suit. And
oh my God.
so it wasn't an option. It was get rid of it in some places where there would be for toxic a smell, with armpits and stuff like that. But then you end up just sitting there looking like a waterfall. So.
Well, you'd think in this day and age that, oh my God, she's back.
she's back.
You'd
my
think in this day and age they
God.
could go in with like a scope or something, laparoscopically and just cauterize off the glands before the actual the other side of the actual gland. So there's no gland. Just kill it.
It's more of a chemical response as well. Like there's things that set it off back and forth and stuff. It's like when my wee girl was 1 for her first birthday party, they bought a party pack, so to speak. Yes, for the party for everybody coming.
Yeah.
And one of the party pack things they bought was like a super spicy fucking mad ass pizza selection. And my father has a picture that he took because he was doing photography of it. He has an SLR at the time. And there is literally a picture of a video of the water dripping off me as I'm eating this spicy pizza. It is a genetic thing. It's just...
Wow. I mean, I'm bad, but I'm not that bad.
Oh,
no, I will pour off some fucking sweat.
No girl will ever...
Every woman I've ever slept with has been like, my God, you're sweaty. I'm like, well, I just had to work hard for that. I want to make sure I did it right,
Yeah.
But at the end of it, if I'm not like dripping with sweat, I didn't try hard enough.
Oh, no. You need to change the sheets after. No partner will ever want to have sex after me after this, honestly. But I sweat like fuck, man. I don't know. It's my dad's fault, Big forehead, sweat like a motherfucker. See,
welcome back, Susan.
Yeah, welcome back to me. Yeah, so as I'm sitting here, like, got my phone charging, was like, okay, yay, after party. For some reason, my mobile network decided to be all like, hey, no, it's not going to happen. And I was like, the fuck? So
Right.
I had to go into Best Buy, get Nathaniel to reset my network settings on my phone, and then come back out here.
Me and Sammy were actually talking about just how cool you are the other day, Susan.
What are you doing, honey?
Lies. Lies and slander. I'm not cool.
No lies. No lies.
No,
You're
seriously.
pretty fucking cool. We all
I'm
like
not
you.
bullshitting. I'm not bullshitting.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not bullshitting. We
No.
were the stream that you did the other day that I shared out and stuff. Then Sammy shared it, and then he reached out to me. And no, genuinely, me and Sammy spent an entire 3 minutes, like a whole 3 minutes, talking about how cool Susan was. And then we moved on to something else. But at least 3 minutes.
But it was 3 minutes. So
A
that's
whole
cool.
3 minutes.
I don't even get 3 minutes. That's awesome. I'm kind of jealous of Susan right now.
I feel special.
I'm sure with me, it's probably like that psycho lesbian bitch.
Oh no!
You know?
Generally, we refer to you as Richard's sister. That's.
Oh, okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. He's a good dude. I'll take Richard's sister. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's all right. I just
Like, I
referred
used to
to him
get
as
all of-
my brother, so there you go.
You
it's
know,
the
in
same
all,
thing to me.
your credibility would go up if you could teach Richard how to fucking use a clock.
A clock? Come on now. What do you think? I'm a fucking miracle worker? You think I'm God?
That's advanced technology.
No,
I
like,
exist. I can't be God.
In 3 years that I've known Richard, he has not moved from where he's lived, and I have not moved from where I lived. And there's always been 7 hours between us. And I've even broke it down to his time, and he still can't get it right. So, like, you know.
It's not that. Matthew, that's not what it is.
I know, I'm just giving
starts
Richard shit.
working.
I'm literally just giving
listen.
Richard shit. I'm
Listen.
literally just giving
He starts working, and then he forgets what time it is. He doesn't look. He
If
just
it makes Richard feel
he's
any
like
better.
a total the area we live in is like the land of mañana. Like, I'll do it tomorrow. Nobody's in a hurry here. It's literally like that. And now he's fallen into that I'm not in a hurry thing. And he
We
just
have an
takes his time
alarm.
doing everything.
Right? I work in a factory, and we have an alarm that goes off for the break. It goes off at your 10 o'clock break. It goes off at 1 o'clock break. And it goes off at 5 o'clock when you finish. That's
Right.
And it's a massive, like there's 5 warehouses. This thing goes across all of them, right? But on a Friday, we finish at 4. We don't finish at 5. We finish early.
Right.
And I can totally understand where you're coming from, because last week I was setting up for pins and getting shit done, and one of the guys came over to me and was like, "Robbie, we're going home," and I was like, "Well, sure, it's only 10 to 4," and he was like, "Yeah, but it's Friday, man."
Yeah.
So I can understand where Richard's coming from once you get into that. If you have work to do, see this.
You know, it really helps me to set up my live streams for the week, because then I'm like, oh, I have a live stream tonight. It's Monday. Oh, I have a live stream tonight. It's Wednesday. You know, like
Rick tried that. Stephen Cider and Port, he tried that as well. He missed 2 in the first week. It's like we're
I
all
have
texting
never
him.
missed any of my live streams due to forgetting or not paying attention to the clock. It's always been internet issues, which I do not have anymore. Thank goodness.
I just feel like we need to be talking more about Diana and how cool she is.
No, Diana's amazing. She won't listen to me. I keep trying to tell her that.
What? What are you talking about? Me behind my back here.
Not about
That you're
not about
amazing.
behind
Behind
your
your
back. I
back.
literally said that we need to talk to Diana more because she's literally amazing.
Oh,
True.
That
No, I'm
conversation that me, you, and Randolph had last week, I was actually telling a friend of mine about at work the other day, who, from a Christian point of view, is a very, very staunch Christian, and with all the situation stuff, that was very open and was honest, and no, I tell people about you, Diana. You're cool. Why would you not?
I'm just sitting here eating all the stuff I'm not supposed to be eating. So what the hell? You know?
Well, you know, there's nothing wrong with splurging a little bit and treating yourself. Life's too short to not do something like that.
And it's not a
As long
guarantee.
as you're not doing it all the time, you'll be fine.
The child's grandfather actually is in ICU at the minute, but he spent 15 years telling the doctors to go fuck themselves and has smoked and drank and ate whatever the fuck he's wanted for the last 15 years of being told that he's going to die. And
Didn't you say at first they told him like a year or two?
they originally told him he had 6 months to a year. And
There you go.
He
Well,
looked after himself. Fair play to the man. He did look after himself for a wee while, and then he ended up with restless legs. Then he ended up with some epilepsy, and then his feet started to swell. And when it got to the point he couldn't work anymore, he was just like, fuck it, you know what? I'm going to drink and smoke and have a great time. And he spent the last 5 years doing that. And
There you go.
Awesome.
Well, there's always George Burns' theory.
His brain is as active as fuck, and he is absolutely hilarious. I texted him when he was in the hospital the other day, and I was like, "Well, we'll call him Mr. X." And I was like, "Mr. X, how are you doing tonight?" And he was like, "Well, I'll tell you the truth, Robbie. I've got thrush in my dick. I've got problems with my kidneys, and I signed a DNR. So I love the bones of you, man, but it's going to be great." And it's like, all right.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, his yeah. I'm just trying to. He was trying to be funny. I'm not.
No, as far as I'm concerned,
Yeah.
that's all you need. I mean, if the mental facilities are still there and you can communicate, I think that's worth it to keep going.
And
As
that's
long
what
as
I
you don't
say.
do
You know,
much
I wouldn't
pain,
care if I lost my legs, I'd keep going. If I lost my arms, I would fucking fight and keep going. But if I lose my brain, just fucking unplug me, man. Don't anybody leave me there a vegetable to be poked at and my ass wiped randomly. You know, I just no, I'm good.
What they're expecting is general all over organ failure. He's just been, but he's fighting. He's fighting. You know.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not trying to. You know, I feel really bad saying this again, and it's just to say I should be not posting. I'm fucking not sober in any way at all. But you know, I understand exactly where Diana's coming from, because if you can't have a fucking concept of life, what the fuck's the point in being around? I also understand the selfishness of if Diana goes, I break down into a giant mess. And
hey, I'm gonna die, just like you're gonna die.
But we'd like to keep you around as long as we can. You know, it's not like we don't want it to be a today thing. We want it to be like 10, 15 years thing. So,
I don't know
at the earliest,
10 or 15 good years.
Earliest.
That's the
I
point.
don't expect Diana to outlive me or anything like that, but I'd like you to outlive the COVID so we can fucking meet. You know, that would be nice. And as you mentioned before about where you would want your ashes and stuff like that, that would also be like to be. I can't do that with COVID and stuff. So, Diana, you need to hold on for at least another 8 or 9 months till that shit gets sorted. So, you know, it's
With what I'm reading, I should have maybe 5 or 10 good years.
good.
Okay, that's still a decent run.
That's
better
better
than
than
that
6
time.
bad months and you're dead.
What? Math Pig said 6 months and you're dead. What did I do?
No, I said that's better than going 6 months and being miserable and then you're dead and you're in pain all the time.
I understand.
I just want to make sure the good years. That's all.
You know.
Yep.
Yeah, no, amen to that. Hell yeah.
If you
should
can't
be
do
good
things you
years.
enjoy doing.
Diana, at the end of the day, if you've got 5, 6, fuck, we'll drag it out to 10. We'll kick you in. We'll drag you through the hospital for another 10. Get your bucket list out. Get shit you want to do. Go and fucking enjoy yourself. You know, if that's the way it is, take into consideration what you need to do with, you know, your medical health and stuff like that. Take it into consideration. But fucking go and have a good time. Seriously, like
you know, Diana, all the people that love you on the internet, I guarantee you, if you just said, fuck it, I'm going to travel and I'm going to stay at each person's house for like a week and got the funds to do that, we would fucking all be like, hell yeah, come crash on my couch for a week. Come have fun.
We were already talking about that, about passing her around the country so she could see. Sorry.
Honestly, there are people I would like to see before I die. And I really want to get to the, I want to be able to do that. You know, I'd like to see Aaron. I'd like to see you. I'd love to see Robbie if I could, but you know, it's another story entirely.
Get to England. Get to England, Diana. If you can get to
England,
would
love to go to England. If I could get the money together, I'd go with you.
Yeah, it's only 30 or 40 quid for me to get to England. And if you get to England, there's an awful lot of people in England, like Dave and stuff like that. And you know, literally, we will work around you. This is your bucket list. This is the end of it. We want you to, you know,
have fun, man. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Enjoy it, sweetheart. Enjoy it. Let your friends give you a little boost, and you know, let us help you. And I mean, I don't
color of the Mathkini, and I will get one to fit. You know,
I have a house out here that's sitting here. It's a guest house that my landlords have, and if you wanted to come out, stop through here for a week, they'd let you stay there for free. It wouldn't charge you a damn dime, and you'd be out here in like a countryish area that's beautiful with mountains and close to so much fun shit you could go do. You can drive 45 minutes south of me and go get on a hot air balloon. All summer long here.
I was just going to ask, are you north or south?
I'm northeast.
Oh, okay. I'm familiar with southern New Mexico. It's go God, it's been a long time since I've been out in your neighborhood.
Yeah,
It's
but
a
we're in the
lifestyle
high
is there.
desert up here. We're up so much higher. It's different. The summers aren't as hot. The winters are really mild here. It's actually pretty cool. And everybody doesn't give a shit who you are as long as you're not an asshole. That's the rule around here.
Something you said on Twitter, I think it was 3 or 4 days ago, Diana, that it's starting to sink in how much you actually matter to all of us. You know?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Right now, I can guarantee you could probably travel the fucking world, bitch. If you come up with £1,000, that's all you need as a starter, and everybody else going to put the rest in, and this, that, and the other, and all, just to get, you could literally travel the world if you wanted to. Now, don't get me wrong. I have a hole in my living room, and my fireplace is falling apart, and I have no baluster, because I'm painting, and but you're welcome to my bed. I'll take the fucking sofa. I'll sleep in the dog bed, for fuck's sake. You can travel the world if you wanted to, Diana. The only thing that is stopping you is, obviously, apart from the dialysis, is your own choice. The options are everybody is here. We all
then again, if you
love the boat.
If you expect to be dead in 5 years, I can teach you how to apply for a whole mess of credit cards, and then they can have fun collecting afterward.
Honestly, dude,
co-signer.
let me just say,
don't have any authorized users.
Let me just say, I was just thinking
I get
that
5 fucking credit cards off the dark web for $100. Just get me $100, 5 fake.
Now, here's
I'm
the damn
serious,
thing,
man. If you, sweetheart, if you went out there and you got like 3 credit cards and just like let people help you and spend money on credit cards and shit, what are they going to do? Come after you when you're dead? Come after your cat? Poor Sylvia. She'll have to pay that bill. I mean, fuck it. Enjoy it.
Well, here's the fun part about it, though. Okay, I'm looking, I'm reading around and I'm seeing how long can you live on dialysis, and they say 5 to 10 years. Okay, fine. So,
I've known people live longer than that.
I'm going to
a little longer.
If I don't do anything, if I just sit here and grow mold, I'm going to last 30 years. If I go and do something, I'm going to die in a week and a half. This just works out that way.
How do you figure 30 years?
Week and a half, though.
So what?
How would you make it 30 years if you didn't go through dialysis and try to get a transplant and everything?
In other words, there are stories about people living 30 years on dialysis and all that shit. And if I didn't do anything with my life, if I just sat here and got bored and everything else, then I would last 30 years. Just to keep me bored and not happy.
Diana, in all honesty, in saying that, 30 years of sitting, growing mold and not doing anything and living in dialysis, or going out and having 5-10 years and going around and meeting everyone. Let's be honest, you're eating pepperoni and stuff like that. You're not going to get the top end. You're going to have a good time. You're going to enjoy yourself, and you're going to do what things you enjoy.
There you go.
So why the fuck not? Take it to the extreme. Don't live in the middle. Don't just have a fucking my life. Live life to the full. I'm slapping the table. Live life to the full, Diana. Every single person who knows you fucking loves you. I don't know why.
I don't know why. I still don't understand that shit.
Because
you know what? Maybe some things are just not meant for us to understand. I don't know why people like me.
Oh no, I don't.
Well, I'm afraid. I'm afraid it's lack of experience, Diana, that with your history, you just don't understand what it's like for people to appreciate you.
Well, I don't know. You might be right.
I could tell you why.
That's what slimy bastards do to you.
And there's the general story of why I like Diana about her acceptance at the start and stuff like that there for who I am and all the rest of it and who she is and things like that. But it's not even that. It's the fact that on certain things, me and Diana would agree on. It's certain things that, I don't want to say outlying opinions and this, that, and the other, but there's just things that me and Diana have agreed on that a lot of people wouldn't. And it's a friendship.
That's right.
That's it. You're just who you are, Diana.
Nice love you.
And, if you've got 50 opinions, I love 10 of them. Cadence loves 10 of them. Purple loves the other 10. You're an all-round great person.
Well, I still owe Diana for one of my best adventures was going down to the ARC protest and meeting a whole bunch of the YouTube atheists down there. You know,
that was
I wouldn't
beautiful.
have
That
done
was-
that if she wasn't, you know,
Yeah.
if Diana wasn't involved in it. It wouldn't have even occurred to me to go down there.
Oh, nice. Nice. Good call.
Well, no, I'm the one who should be thanking you for coming out all the way here and then driving me all the way out there. I mean, geez, who the hell would
Yeah,
do
but,
something like
you know,
that?
that's
You know-
what I mean. We did it
People
together.
who care about you.
Yeah, we
And
did
that's
it
a-
together. Neither of us would have done it alone.
Do you know what I was actually watching earlier? I was doing a Patreon stream after we did the stream on my channel. We were doing a Patreon stream and running through. I have a unlisted Patreon playlist, and one of the, it's funny things, you know, things I would make, all edited videos and stuff like that. And one of them is from like a fucking year ago, where it's me trying to teach Diana how to stream because she's having a
Oh,
problem. with
God,
her
I
computer.
remember that.
Oh God! And it goes on for about 40 minutes. And it's like I was showing it to the Patreons, like, what's wrong? What's going on? And I was like, she has two computers, they're running on Linux, and we do not communicate. It's not working out well. It's not working. You know, and it was hilarious. And other people got to see that and stuff. And I was shouted you out down and all. But even when shit was going wrong, and you know, I think at the end of that, now we didn't get to the end of it, but I do think at the end of that we were, I wouldn't say butting heads, but I think we did disagree. But you know,
Well, you know,
Yeah,
it's
we're
like you were
talking.
saying, nobody agrees fully with each other. And no
she has two
group.
computers and runs in Linux. Nobody's going to agree with Diana on how she runs her setup.
You should hear my co-host when she gets all over me about Linux.
Oh,
Uh-huh. Oh, I
thinking of
know.
and generally, I'm thinking of running Pop OS on my laptop, but I'm not going to run two of them, and I'm not going to fucking stream from it. You crazy woman.
I've been doing the Linux thing for 22 years. I love it. I really do.
It's just another thing that makes you you.
Yeah, okay. I give you that.
You know, it's like I don't know. Just love you, Diana. Probably.
Don't know why.
Because
Doesn't matter. You don't have to know why. We
You
know.
don't have to understand why. You just have to know that we are.
You're just going to have to accept the fact that it's a fact.
Well, I think we have overwhelming evidence from this last thing.
What?
I think we have overwhelming evidence from the number of people who were trying to help with this last thing. And by the way, thanking everybody who sent money to PayPal to cover my expenses. People are still sending money. Everything has been covered already. Okay, I can pay off all my credit cards from the trip with what people have already sent me.
Well, that's great. Thank you, everybody, for helping with that. I don't know who you
Yeah,
are or
really,
if you're
it's
listening,
really
but thank you.
everything.
You literally can, if you wanted to, Diana, set up as a pay-as-you-go credit card. They are available. You can put the link out there and use that credit card to pay for your. And I would definitely contribute to that. I know other people will contribute to that. And it's just a fucking pay-as-you-go credit card that people will top up as you need.
You know, all you'd have to do, Diana, is this. You'd have to, wherever you stop at, do streams, show everybody where you are, how much fun you're having and everything. And then everybody in the world would contribute to help you get around and do your bucket list before you go. Just the fact that you're sharing that with them, people will help you along the way. It's just a fact. People do it all the time. Because they know that we all have bucket lists, and if they were in that position, they'd want to do it too.
Love you,
I'm going to
Susie.
get settled into my treatment plan, and we'll see what we
I
can
gotta
do.
go, y'all. Bye, guys.
Okay,
No,
bye,
hey,
Susan.
dear, what-
Thank you for
what-
coming, honey. Have a good night.
Oh, okay. Take care, dear.
I know Elena would like to meet you. As a sort of fuck, and you always deny me when I tell you this story, and I've told you it 3 or 4 times. But she did say that. You know, who's that pretty lady?
I don't know, man. You need to get her some glasses. You know that, right?
Oh no, she's really good. The only thing that Elena does not like is walking up mountains. I swear to fuck, she has refused flat out to do it again. I have taken her to the base of a mountain beside a beach and all. She's like, "We'll go to the beach, Daddy. Go to the park, but I am not walking up mountains again." I have convinced her once a month, and we have also agreed to camping. Hopefully now, when I get some 2 weeks off in August, I still have to book it. It only became available it doesn't become available for bookings until the 1st of June with COVID and stuff. But Kilkenny, where it's like 3.5 hours from where we are, which isn't much, for Americans, but it's right at the bottom of the Ireland. It's a campsite, and she will get to pick eggs in the morning and go with the farmer and feed the goats with a milk bottle and all that. And there's no bar. There's no bar. The smoking area is outside the fucking place. It closes down at 12 o'clock. I'm gonna fucking hate it, but she will have a great time for at least 3 days.
Well, one good thing about camping is a cooler full of alcohol. Just saying.
I can't do that when there's just me and her. And what I did.
Oh yeah, you're right. You'll be out there with just if it's just the
what
two.
What I have done is I've spent this last week now in taking some scrap steel at work. As a few people, if they watch the channel now, know that I'm doing working with steel and CNC engineering and stuff. And I made my own steel barbecue, which is about maybe 45 centimeters long. It's 450 mil long. It's about 100 mil high. It's got air vents. I've even put you can turn them to let the air in and stuff. And
okay. I have to run here. Sloth Girl needs my help with something. So.
Okay, Purple.
We'll catch you later.
Coming in, honey. All right.
Sorry,
Take care.
For the barbecue talk. But yeah, man and barbecue. Barbecue is very important to a man, and I spent a lot of time on the barbecue.
Cool.
Strangely, it's the lightest sky little boy blue that you've ever seen in your fucking life, because all they have in the store is bright white or this little beautiful sky blue. So it's a barbecue doesn't look like it's got a handle on it. Looks like a suitcase.
Did you see that, Diana?
See what?
Read that thing I popped up there.
Oh, from Ox.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a sweetie, Ox. You really are.
Also, Ox said, for me, I respect you being you. You're honest or not trying to bullshit people about who you are. Agreed. 100%.
I've been in streams.
I don't know. I mean, what kind of bullshit could I do? I am all that I am, so it's...
Wow, people lie all the time. You just say what it is and how it is, and you're like, that's it.
I've been in streams with Diana. I could definitely remember in my not sober state right now, at least twice, where me and Diana have agreed on what would be not the mainstream opinion. And that just goes to the point of Diana being honest. It's not like I'm going to say what I should say. I'm not going to say it because people are watching. I'm not going to say it for the clicks or views. I'm going to be honest, and probably my opinion will get people to be annoyed with me, but I'm going to say my opinion.
Well, I'm very non-mainstream. I have to admit to that. And I've always been that way, unfortunately.
Mainstream and honest, unfortunately, do not go hand in hand.
You got it.
That's a good thing.
I don't find it unfortunate that I'm honest. I'm honest, and that's just the way it is. And if people either love me or hate me for it.
Yeah.
Well,
I just try to be tactful when I deliver painful honesty to people.
By being honest, I can't run for public office. I mean,
no, you have to be a filthy, slimy snake in the grass. That's the requirement.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yep.
Grassroots.
And I'm the one who wanted to run for the U.S. Senate too. Because when Pat Toomey won in 2016, it was like I was all pissed off. I wanted to run for his seat in 2022, and it turns out he's retiring.
Huh.
So I couldn't run against his seat. Yeah, I couldn't run against him anyway.
Right.
Now, I hope my friend Fetterman gets into the seat. He's currently our lieutenant governor. He's a really, really great guy. He's another one that's not from the mold. He's not quite the usual politician. He was mayor of Braddock here, a little town not too far from you right now, for a good long time. And
cool.
I'd really like to see him become a U.S. senator from here. See what happened.
Right.
So anybody in Pennsylvania, just cast your vote his way, or at least look him up, would you?
Yeah.
John Fetterman.
John Fetterman.
Yep.
Somebody post that in the chat. No, I don't know. Just keeping the mods busy.
You need to give them something to do, B. You know, you don't want them getting bored.
Yeah, I mean, they get bored because people don't really come over here and fuck with me. So I don't talk about controversial stuff.
If you really want people to come over and fuck with you, I could let the word out. Like,
you know when everybody stopped coming over and fucking with me? When I changed my Wednesday night stream from Drunk Atheist History to Open Mic. It didn't say atheist in it anymore. And they all have left me alone since.
yeah, it's because they do search words. They do search words. Search words are
Yeah.
Yep.
That's how the Christians there for a while found me for like 2 weeks.
yeah.
3 weeks or whatever it
If
was.
you really want fucking points and views, you know, put Darth Dawkins in your title. You'll get loads.
Oh God, fuck that. No, I'm
It
good.
works,
I don't
though.
want
It
any
works.
of that drama. I don't want any of that drama on my fucking shit. Nope.
Nobody does.
The most watched clip I have uploaded to my channel is from a show. Kate was there. Neil, the 604 atheist, was there. And in the side chat was Darth Dawkins giving us crap about how he wanted us to invite him on the panel to debate evolution. And, you know, we're not going to have any of this. You know, we don't need you. And just going
He'd just
back
lose
and forth.
anyway.
I'd be honest.
And Kate being Kate, that was the fun part about it. Just her and the way she would demonstrably, we're so afraid of him, all this good stuff.
That's great.
Sort of entertained the odd time being involved with that sort of person, that particular person and shit. And people know that I had him on my channel. I had him on twice. Both times was for drunken entertainment for everybody. It was fun. But you know it. Richard was like, let's put him against Richard. That'll be shits and giggles. You know, there's nothing.
Oh my God, he was such a dick to Richard. And
Yeah.
Richard's going, no, wait, now, Darth, that's not fair.
Yeah, and the second
what
time
I
I
said
just
was-
the second time I just wanted to mute him as much as he muted people on Discord. It was just mute. Go fuck yourself, mute. Go fuck yourself, mute.
And as soon as Richard got him,
the point I'm trying to make is if you've seen me Jeff earlier, if you see me Jeff last month or whatever, or talking to Jeff Spatchcock or anything like that, I will not even be involved in a Darth Dawkins stream anymore. I won't be involved in a live chat. I won't absolutely get any acknowledgement, and we even refer to him as asshole 104. And one of the reasons for that is because of what he did in Diana. And it goes as far as entertainment and shit like that. But as I pointed out in Twitter, people watching for two reasons, people watching for entertainment from our side, and then the other side sees him being persecuted. And all we are doing by giving him attention is raising him up on a fucking pedestal, posting his narcissism, giving him attention. People want to go to his Discord and shit like that. They want to see what he's doing and all. And I know that
this is what I keep telling people.
I know that we've been in the community for a while and we are bored with the same sort of shit, and newcomers come in, want to see it. It's like a challenge. Don't get me wrong. I have a fucking diary somewhere. I've written down all back chats to his script to try and figure out his script. And it's like a challenge. If you can take on asshole 104, you've made it in the community. You've been on Tom Rabbit's channel and all that sort of shit. But fuck that bollocks. I swear to God, you fucking downgrade one of my fucking family. No.
I straight up tell people that. I'm like, dude, quit doing that. Doing what? Quit talking about that guy. What you're doing is people are coming into your stream because it says something about atheism and they're Christians. And then they go, oh, this guy sounds like I might like him. And that motherfucker's getting more people to follow him like a little cult.
Jeff Spatchcock is one of my fucking coolest people in the world. I love him.
Oh, yeah, I love Jeff.
Right, absolutely love Jeff. And I'm having a real bad day, and I have a Discord. There's a very small Discord, and I'm putting in it. I need a fucking rant. Who wants to hang out? Who wants to do a live stream? I'm having a fucking bad day. And Jeff is like, I'll do a stream. You can come and shout at me. And it's on his channel. Let's all hate Jeff, I think, stream. And within 20 minutes, somebody joined ended up talking about Darth, and I just left. And that stream was, I'm not going to try and be a pedantic look at me, but he set that up to try and relieve some of my stress. And you can look at the text messages I'm sending Dave. It's like, I'm just getting more angry right now because they're just, I'm just going to leave.
I just block people. I'm just
No,
not
I
going to
won't
have it.
block
I don't
anyone.
want the drama on my streams. I don't want people looking for dumpster fires. I'm not going to talk about them. I'll talk about them in the back room or whatever, or on Twitter or something, but I will not give them the screen time on my channel. I'm not
the only
doing it.
person that I have their main account blocked. Now, I will block sock accounts. Tanslow has about 4 sock accounts blocked on my channel. Because come in, speak as you are. Speak under your main account. Don't.
Yeah.
I let your main account talk whatever you want to, and you'll blocking the socks. The only person that's fucking banned on my channel is that person had interactions with Knock, who rhymes with Icky Taint, who we won't.
Yeah. I know.
Right?
Yeah, that asshole.
Right. And I was on a Christian channel maybe a week ago, having a very good conversation for upwards of maybe 90 minutes, talking about me, giving my point across. And they talked about vitriolic stuff that you would get from the atheist side. The most vitriolic thing I'd ever got was from this particular person. And I mentioned the name in the private chat. Someone in the private chat then gave him the link. So he joined. Right? Now, he is banned. The story I was telling about why I got the vitriolicness was because he was timed out. Since then, he has been banned. But on the story that's relevant, we're talking about him being timed out. And he came in, and if anyone knows the backstory with Smokey, with what has been found out with his history, you know what I'm talking about, B?
Oh, yeah. No, I know.
Yeah. Well, he came in, and I told him.
I think everybody here knows.
Yeah, well, I told him that he was timed out, not allowed, and he was like, well, you need to check the back end in your fucking channel because I can't type in the chat. And I was like, well, you need to stop checking the back end and all the kids, and I'm going to leave in that note and see you all later, people. And just walked out. And that's he's scum. Scum.
Jenna.
I thought it was funny.
I guess that's true, Jenna.
I thought it was fucking funny. I thought it was funny.
She said, I'm a sweetheart that don't take no shit. Yeah, that's accurate. Yeah. But the bottom...
I sound like an asshole, but I'm not an asshole. I just sound like one.
I try to love everybody equally. That's just that's just who I am, really.
You have it wrong. No, you have it the wrong way around.
But once people are assholes to me, we're done.
No. Be dicks to everybody.
We're done. Yeah. Huh?
To be nice to everybody, you have to figure out what they like and what they're into and all the rest of it, and you have to respect them. It's easier to just be a dick to everybody. It's the same level. It's like being an agnostic atheist. It's like being
I really wish I could sometimes.
Or an agnostic theist. It's the same thing. You just need to switch it.
I really wish I could sometimes, man. There's even times in my life where I've been like mad at the world and I've tried to be an asshole to somebody, and then I go up to them and I'm like, can I help you with that bag? Do you want to put that in the cart? You got that?
Yeah, okay.
I really just wanted the cart and you stole it from me, and I was going to say something, but now I'm going to help you with your stuff. That's what happens to me.
But that's a small interaction. Have you ever worked with somebody who's pushed your buttons? Have you had constant interactions with someone who's pushed?
Oh, dude, the job I had when I worked at CVS, the girl that works nights there, I became an assistant manager. First, we started out on the same level, right? Now, she'd been around longer, knew the workings. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. But eventually I moved up and I became an assistant manager because she didn't want the position. And then she was yelling at me and cussing at me even more when I was her boss. And I put up with this shit for 10 fucking months from the first time I met her. She had a fucking attitude and she'd walk up to you and just cuss you out. And
long story short, how did you sort that?
Hold on, I'm going to tell you. The end of it was, the bottom line was she has brain cancer. So she's got a cancer card. So they can't fire her. So after 10 months, I finally told her to shut the fuck up and go back to her own damn section and don't worry about what I'm doing because this is my job. Yours is over there. And they fired me for cussing in front of the customers. But she did it all the time. All the time. She cussed people out. I never did anything to her.
I was a manager of a depot.
Finally flipped my shit.
I was manager of a depot with 2 guys underneath me, and then went furlough over here. You know, in the UK, they put people 80% of your wages, with the COVID and stuff. Yeah. But they didn't want to close the depot. They hired someone else. And he then went in. So when they took me back after the 8 months, I can get, fuck it, I Took me back after the 8 months. They moved me to another depot where basically I was doing the same as what I did 10 years ago. Now, don't get me wrong. I was getting the same wages with no responsibility, no checking having to hit targets or anything like that. So it's grand. But I'm working with an 18-year-old guy. Now, I'm in the job 22 years. This cunt's 18. And he's telling me, Robbie, there's a guy outside waiting. I'm like, well, why aren't you fucking serving him? He was very, I know the right way to do it, and I know this and that. And it's the sort of guy he is, And I warned him a couple of times. I warned the manager of the depot, which is the position I used to have, So I warned Alistair. I was like, Alistair, if this boy doesn't, you need to fucking talk to him. And it got to the point one day he said something to me, and I just turned to him, and I was, I'll not say his name, we'll call him T. And I was like, T, if you don't stop, I will take you down the back. I will take that tire bar down the back, and only me and the tire bar will walk back up again. And he was like, are you fucking threatening me? And I literally grabbed him by the skin of the fucking neck of his shirt, and I pinned him up against the fucking tire wall by my, I don't know if you can, we'll do it that, by there, again.
Yeah.
You fucking
forearm.
You fucking, no, I lost the rag. This is like 6 months of somebody who is 18, and I'm literally in this job 22 years, and he's telling me how to do it. And the fucking manager came running out of the storeroom, came running out of the office like a fucking bat out of hell. What the fuck with the I wasn't going to hit the cunt. I just wanted to make a point, Wanted to make a point. And don't get me wrong, for the next 4, 5, 6 months or whatever I worked there until I asked for a transfer, we get on like a house on fire. The next morning, he bought me breakfast. He bought me a full Ulster fry, 3 months later, the general manager of the entire company came down, had a chat with the manager, had a chat with me. And I've known the general manager fucking 20 odd years,
Yeah.
And he sounds like I need to wind his neck in, Robbie, and you need to, not lash out as much. And I was like, that's fine, Charlie. If he winds his neck in, I'll not lash out. And then we get off well, after that. But it's a man's point of view. Maybe I'm being misogynistic, but for that particular person, it took him being fucking pinned against the wall and going, shut the fuck up, or I'm going to smack you.
I actually have a story similar to that. But first, I'm going to say goodbye to Vanta because Vanta has to go.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Vanta. And I know we've been talking a lot and have gotten you guys shit to say up there in that top corner there. But thank you for coming, and I appreciate you jumping in tonight.
Yeah, stay safe, y'all. Be the best you can be.
Yes. Vanta's great. You still over there, Cadence?
No.
Oh.
Cadence Icon, I've seen a million times, and now that it's actually full screen on a big screen and all the rest of it, I'm seeing that cheeky ass smile with the pointy teeth. Is that you, or have I not noticed that before? Have you tweaked it ever so slightly, or have I not noticed that before?
Oh,
it's only recently because
it is only recently. Yes.
For the last year and a half, I've had the mask on.
Yeah.
And once
the mask. Yeah. That's right.
Once I got vaccinated, I switched to this one with no mask on.
Okay, that's what it was. There was a mask. See, I just started getting used to that one. I forgot about the mask.
So
ADD.
You're not tripping out. That's how it was.
Oh no. I don't think it was as kinky beforehand, but it's
so Bad Pig, I have a similar story. So my ex, when her and I were together, she still works at this place, and they make
I need to leave though. 15-20 minutes I do need to leave.
They make some kind of like thermodynamic coils or something like that. Something kind of like that. I'm not sure exactly.
Yeah, good.
But anyway, so
triggering me.
She works in this environment where it's like her and the girl at the front desk, and she does accounts payable and stuff. And the woman that is across from her is the manager, the office manager, and she does receivables and blah, blah, blah. And they'll have their jobs, right? And the boss is like this big, like redneck dude who thinks he's just fucking funny, So he used to walk up all the time and he'd go, damn, why are you wearing that shirt today? Well, why are you, that looks horrible on you. And she'd come home and be like, that motherfucker said this to me. And so then he said one time, it was Casual Friday. And he said, why are you wearing a hat? And she goes, why? It's Casual Friday. The guys are wearing hats and stuff. Everybody's wearing hats. And he's like, yeah, but not the girls, but And she was like, motherfucker. So I said, look, I'm so sick of hearing about this. This is what you're going to do. You're going to walk up to him, and next time he says something, turn around, look him dead in the eye, and say, fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I guarantee she'll change. She goes, I'm going to lose my job. I said, you fucking will not. He needs you there, and he fucking knows it. And he thinks he can push your button, so you need to fucking draw the line with him. So 2 weeks goes by, and she comes home and goes, I did it. She goes, look, I'm still shaking, but I did it. And I said, what'd you do? And she goes, I told him to fuck off. And I said, oh my God, did you really? She goes, yeah. And I said, what did he say? And he said, okay. I mean, I was just fucking around. And he walked away and never said a fucking word to her the rest of the day. That was rude. So then after that, every time he came up and he'd start smiling, and as soon as he'd start doing it, he'd go, hey, Krista, blah, 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 and say something to her. And she'd go, fuck you, Sean. And he'd go, there you go. So then about 2 weeks after the first time she cussed him out, I bumped into him at a baseball game because they had a company, like the company would pay for everybody to go to the baseball game and buy a bunch of hot dogs and shit. And you could bring your partner with you. So I would go with her. So I see Sean sitting in the stands, and we walk up, and she walks over to sit down by where her sister is. And I walk over and I'm like, hey, man. And he's like, hey. And I said, I heard you got cussed out. And he goes, yeah, it's about fucking time she did it. I said, you got to think like a guy. The guy wants you to tell him to fuck off. A woman would have a fit, but the misogynistic guy that thinks he's being funny, he wants you to tell him to fuck off and draw the line. And he's not going to stop till you do.
It's just the way, and I'm not going to say man mentality, man brains and stuff. And
but it kind of is. Yeah.
I'm not. I can only speak from personal testimony because I have a big penis, and I'm just a guy. That's the way I am, and the way guys react. Oh, come on, now you ask any of the ladies.
I don't know. I saw it soft. I wasn't impressed. You might be a grower, not a shower. I don't know.
You
but anyways, go ahead.
Fucking picture, B. There's a guy that I used to work with.
That was just the tip.
That place that I worked in for 22 years, there was a guy that I worked there with, which was like the epiphany of the other thing. I grew up in a Protestant estate. He grew up in a Catholic estate. We both went through 20 years of working in modern when we went through the exact same sort of order of how we worked, to the point where, unrelated completely, when he was 19, he got a tattoo on his back left shoulder blade. And when I was 18, I got a tattoo on my back right shoulder blade. It's the fucking same tattoo, right? We ended up working together, right? And as I say, he's from the other side of the fence. And one day, he's hanging out the window of the fucking office, right? Because he's a few years older than me. So he's in the office, and he's hanging out the window of the office, shouting at me as the floor manager, trying to get my attention. There's cars, there's this, there's machines. There's 4 of us working there. Can't get my attention. Shouts black bastard. And that's basically like shouting the N-word at a black person in America, right? And I obviously hear it. So I come around and I walk into the office, and I'm like, get the information that he needs to give me. This person's looking this, that, and the other. So I go out, and the manager of the entire company. Now, the place where we're working is actually the head office of the entire company, right? Right. This is like the flagship place. It's not the flagship. The flagship's in Enniskillen, and it runs the west coast, and this is the flagship for the east coast. And the manager of the whole company comes out to me, and he was like, "Robbie, you all right?" I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking really busy. I'm trying to get shit done. Well, do you have a problem with what Remy said? And I was like, what? Now, I've known Remy longer than I've known the manager. Me and Remy have worked in 3 depots together beforehand, And he says to me, like, if you really want, it's standard procedure that I can write up a report in the incident book. I'm like, sure, he's only a fucking Fenian cunt. Let the bastard go. And that's basically the other version of me calling him the N-word, and it's like the manager stood there in shock. And at the end of the day, he called both me and Remy aside to have a conversation, and it's like, no, me and Remy it doesn't fucking matter. He's a Fenian and I'm a black bastard. It's just the way we talk to each other, Jim.
There's no offense there, right?
Yeah, like we've known each other 10 years before we've known this guy. There's a banter there. There's a back and forth there.
Yeah, I used to work with this guy from. I'm sorry.
I says I don't know what point I was trying to make, but
Oh, I don't know either, but it's fine. We're just bullshitting. It's all good. I knew this Mexican guy, and I worked with him. And when I first met him, he was on the back of a trailer unloading chickens into the house, moving carts. And he had a pretty thick accent and everything, so I had trouble like understanding some of the things he was saying because it was kind of like Spanglish, you know what I mean? And
they had a guy from across the border that lived in Dundalk, and they didn't call him his name. They referred to him as the Mexican because
the Mexican.
Yeah, we were in Uri, and he lived literally 6 miles away, but he lived 2 miles on the other side of the border, and they called him the Mexican. Everybody at work called him the Mexican.
So, anyways, his name was Memo, and which is basically like Bill, because I think you say Guillermo, and that is William in English. So, anyways, I didn't know this at first, so everybody just called him Memo, and I was like, oh, Memo, blah blah blah, and we got to start being friends, and we were joking around, and I got up on the back of the trailer one day, and I was, scraping the shit and the feathers off. We scrape it onto the tailgate, and then we scrape it into the barn, into the conveyor belt to go out to the shit barn, right? Yeah, so I'm scraping it, and he goes, hey, what are you doing? You took my job. And I was like, your what? My job. You took my job. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, I'm supposed to clean the trailer. And I was like, oh, your job. Oh, shit. And it was a thing from then on out. We became instant friends. And so then I ended up working with him full time. And every time he'd go to do something, I'd go, hey, I was going to do that. Don't take my job. So it was like a thing, and other people wouldn't understand. They would look at me like, are you picking on him? And he'd turn around and laugh and go, it's my job. It's just how he said it. But it was just like a thing. And people would walk by and go, fuck, what's that white fucking go? Most of them thought I was a dude. What's that white dude saying to that Mexican guy,
It's actually a Polish guy that taught me how to use the machinery that I use at work. There's only me, him, and the owner of the business know how to work it. And there's certain things, like, it's funny. I would say machine instead of machine when I'm talking to him because he says machine instead of machine. So you do pick it up. Yeah, I need to go to bed. Birds just started tweeting.
Yeah, I'm not far from it, honestly, to be totally honest with you.
Yeah, I think we all have to go to bed pretty soon. Well, tomorrow I have to bleed into a machine, so I have to be up at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
How about them leeches?
How about them leeches?
I was making a phone.
Oh, yay. I'm sorry. I'm my ears are not working too well. No, the leeches are fine. Yeah.
Your ears are working fine. I have this thing called an accent that I get. I
have an accent.
Hey, don't take his job.
I get up at 6 a.m. and I'm out of here at 8:30 to catch the bus to go to dialysis, and then get hooked up to the machine at 9. And I sit there for 4 hours.
Can I ask you a question, Diana?
Yes, dear.
It's up to yourself whether you want to share this or not. Your Uber that you get from where you live to the hospital, how much does that cost, if you don't mind me asking?
About $9 each way.
Fuck. Right, sorry.
And you go, do you go 3 days a week, or are you going every day right now?
Yeah, I thought it was every day.
For dialysis, I go 3 times a week.
3 times
okay, that's typical for a start,
so
right?
£60 a week in taxis.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have a driver's license?
Yes, I do, but I don't have a car.
Well, it's 60 quid a week. Just insane. At 60 quid a week over the course of 3 months, you've bought a car.
Yeah, but the insurance will kill you.
On a car?
Oh yeah, I mean, I haven't owned a car in over 30 years, so they're really going to hit me for insurance.
How about we buy a car off the black market and tell nobody?
Yeah, there you go. That'll work.
If you were a seatbelt.
Oh my! It's craziness. It really is. But I'll tell you what, and I'm going to say it on the air, and I want everybody to hear this: the people who really stepped forward. I a few days ago put up on Twitter, hey, would you guys consider looking at my Patreon, and would you pledge a little something? I'm thinking they're going to pledge like $2 a month or something like that. I ended up with almost $200 in pledges.
Aw, that's awesome.
There was one person. I don't know how they're going to do this. And I don't know if they think it's one shot or what it is. One pledged 100 and another pledged 50. Do they realize that these are recurring pledges? I hope they do, because
Do you have a PayPal?
otherwise they're going to be surprised like all hell. But it's amazing the way these people step forward, because that money there, that Patreon money, is going to really, really help get me back and forth to the dialysis. Because getting there is one thing. During the summer, I can wake up and I can get to the bus and I can go. Getting back when I'm all wiped out, after I've been hooked up to this machine for 4 hours, it takes it out of you.
Do you have a PayPal, Diana?
Say, honey, what?
Do you have a PayPal?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
The PayPal, yeah. Post it somewhere in either the private chat or the live chat.
Yeah, put it in the private chat for me, and I'll throw it on the main chat. Unless you're a mod, I don't remember if you are or not. If you're a mod, just go ahead and put it up there.
Oh, I'm very fancy. My PayPal is mathpigenterprises.me. Oh
yeah. What I'm hoping for, there it goes, is I'm hoping I can get back and forth to the dialysis and get that all set up, and then eventually I'd like to be able to do dialysis at home. I don't know if I'll be able to. It's going to be something I need to look at. There's this cat over here who could help me with the dialysis. She could hook me up to the machine.
Buy a pig. Pig's genetics, we can, over time we can change to match your body. So if we can't get you a kidney, we'll just change the pig.
There you go. That's the other thing I need to do, is I need to look at where to get my name on the list and all this other happy stuff, because there have been so many people, and I think you're one of them, Robbie, that stepped forward and said, hey, Clarion, you need a kidney? I've got 2. But
I can't do that. I'm sorry, Diana. I'm already down to 1.
Well, you've only got 1 kidney. Don't worry about it.
Genuinely, right?
If I could, I really would, because I know what it's like. It's scary thinking you're going to die from your kidneys. Like, I've been there. I thought I was going to die. I almost died. Like, I get it. I really do.
In all seriousness, I'm having a recurring problem that I did have at a younger age. Really bad kidney infections. I'm on like 800 milligrams of acyclovir at the minute, trying to fucking get rid of a kidney infection. So if you want to, feel like you're pissing glass, you can have my kidneys right now. If you feel like
there you go.
Give me 6 months, I try and sort it out. You're more than welcome to it. Right now, it's not doing so well.
Yeah, I mean, Neil was the first one to step forward. 604 atheist. He says, I've got 2 kidneys. You can have one of them if you need it. And oh my
and he'd
word,
do it too. He's all
Ox.
about.
Thank you. Oh
Thank you,
my
Ox.
word! I don't know. You people are just so good to me. I don't know why. I don't know what it is that I've done to be worth any of this.
You are you.
You will be getting a donation.
I'll just keep
tomorrow.
saying that for you are you. You are you.
Yeah. I've already talked.
And we love you.
Like that, right?
I've already talked
that's the bottom line.
I've already talked to 2 of the people that I Patreon about moving my money from both of them to you. So that'll be happening whenever my phone fucking charges. It's in the next room. And you will hopefully get a donation tomorrow as well, Diana. So
thank you, Jenna. Jenna also threw the tweet out, she spread it around.
Jenna, well, thank you extremely many much. It's there we are. Now I've got it here.
There you go, Diana. Read that.
Wait a minute. I don't see it. There we are.
I would even say,
I don't know.
I would say it goes further than that. It's nothing to do with the fact that we are human. I would help out someone who needs a helping hand, regardless of who they are. But
absolutely. As long as you're not a piece of shit,
I'm not going to give no
fucking
stranger my kidney. You know?
No,
give
fuck no. I'm
Diana
not
my
going to give like
kidney.
a crackhead my money either. But you know,
I'm saying that way,
people
you
that
know,
good
I
people
donate my
deserve
kidney, Diana,
good
but you
friends.
have to come up with the flight money for me to get to America because
Oh, okay.
it's not gonna work over Atlantic. You know, they can't freeze it. So
No, it's going to be. Yeah, you have to be there.
I'm only trying
In
to
the
get
other
that
room.
kind of helps to
Usually
do
in the
that.
other room's best. Yes, like
not
right there.
trying to- You're ruining the joke. I'm trying to be funny. Yeah, I need to go to bed. This is mad. I'm not even funny anymore. I'm just coming across as an asshole. Have my kidney, woman. Take it. It's yours.
Oh my. They say that the surgery is harder on the donor than it is on the recipient. So,
Diana,
It's true.
as I say, it's a
They do say that.
resurgence of what happened before. And back when I was, I think, 19, they put a massive fuck off long camera up my dick into my kidneys to actually check how I was. And I was sore for about a week afterwards. So I don't think it could be any worse than that. You know?
Okay, so here's the thing too. You have to remember one thing about that, Diana, is yes, that is a thing, but modern medicine it's modern.
Drugs are
We have
good.
improved things, you know.
mm.
Like for instance, they cut me in half and took out my kidney and my adrenal gland and scraped the infection off of all my other organ sacs, intestine, stomach, pancreas, liver, other kidney, because the infection had spread in my abdomen. So they had to scrape it off with this metal object. I don't know what it's called. Jenna might know that. Not sure. And then they stapled me together. And I was up and moving very, very slowly in a month and a half.
Eek.
So I think if I could survive that with people knowing things ahead of time and having, like, they had to put 3 quarts of blood in me just to do the surgery, and then they put in this pints rather or whatever.
Yeah,
Then they
right.
put 6 more in me for the surgery. They went through like it might have been 8. But it was either 8 or 9.
I don't
Holy
blood.
fucking shit! Isn't that close to what you've got in your entire body there?
No, it's
I mean,
more.
I think
It's
if
actually
you
more
find
by
11 I think the actual
Oh
limit
my,
in
oh my, oh
America.
my.
I think the limit in America for a dead body is if you find 11 liters of blood sprayed across a house, the person's officially dead.
I'm pretty sure, Jenna, isn't it six pints? Isn't that what we have in our body altogether? Is it 6 pints of blood?
Is that all?
I mean, I might be wrong, but I think whatever it was, there was 2 more bags than that.
Shit
So
is
whatever
true.
that number is.
Yep, full of shit. Need to go to bed.
How much blood is in the body? Let's see.
Oh.
This says 10 units of blood.
What's a fucking
Okay,
unit?
10 units. 10 units. Oh, so it was 2 less than the total. Yes, okay,
Okay,
that
a
makes
unit-
sense.
What's a
A
unit?
unit is roughly a pint or a pound.
Yes. 9 to 10. Yeah, Jenna said average adult is 9 to 10 pints. Yes. So there was 8 altogether that they gave me in a span of.
Find it really funny.
They
that
gave me 3
American-
pints when I got there, and then the other 5 or whatever during the surgery. So that was I was in the hospital for 7 days so they could stabilize me before they did the surgery. I did the surgery and went home like the next like a day and a half later. It was weird, but I was in the hospital for 8.5 days for that.
So you're basically telling me that you're basically telling me that Evil Dead, the series on Netflix, with all that blood exploding out of them, that's not real.
Yeah, now they gave me 2 units of blood because I was so anemic.
Yeah.
The normal, what do you want to call it? The normal rating for hemoglobin in the body is like 11. And I
Right.
went into the hospital at about 5.
Oh,
So I was running at half speed, and they said normally
Literally.
we consider that to be dead. Yeah, it was kind of
well, glad I'm
interesting.
staying here listening to this. Can we get that blood in me now?
Diana, you're making it very hard for me to leave. Like, it's like, I actually clinically should be dead just before I'm about to say night all. Lovely talking to you. It may be the last time I ever talk to you then, Diana, if you're clinically dead.
Yeah, there you go.
But
That
yeah,
was
no.
great, though. It was
I do
was
need
no,
to go to
no
bed.
wonder I felt like shit.
Yeah,
You need to
I'm
go-
killing this. I'm killing this soon too. I need to go to bed too. I'm tired.
Yeah, I need to go to bed.
got
B, thank you very much for having me on. I actually was
I appreciate
going to
it,
bed.
buddy.
The only fucking reason I'm here is because you got Diana on. You know, that's.
Oh, I know you don't come on unless I have her on. Then you're all of a sudden.
Yeah, there
We've
you go.
already explained it.
I know. I know what's going on.
We've already been.
Yeah, we know. I
You
know.
know,
I
although
have
Jaden
that
did send me
magic,
some
right?
pictures earlier, I was very about. Well, no, oh, that's right. We're not allowed to talk about that.
You know, I'm not
Diana.
mad that you like Diana better. It's fine. I don't care. No, you know, not everybody has to like me better than everybody else. I can accept the fact that I'm just a normal person. It's fine. I mean, as normal as I'll ever get.
Normal, you come on, don't even.
It's the fact that you insist upon wearing the strap on. You know, that's the problem. B. That's what
I
we
don't
have.
wear it around. It's just a bedroom thing or kitchen or shower. But anyways, that's not the point.
And
The
living
point
room
is we're going to end the
carpet.
stream
Yeah,
here in a
yeah.
minute.
Anyway, Diana's fantastic. Less strap-ons, but it's very hard with the panel that we have. But Diana is absolutely fantastic. If anyone can, I know that I definitely will be contributing to the Patreon very soon. So if anyone can post a link in the chat, I know Ox can because
I've already done it.
No,
And Jenna's already blasting it out.
We've already
so, yeah.
talked about how shit you are. Ox, you're fantastic.
Let me
Can
get
you
another
post a link?
ginger ale. Oh my!
Don't run away, Diana.
I'm just getting a ginger ale, honey.
Well, now I gotta wait. I don't want to kill a stream when you're not sitting there, so you can wave goodbye to everybody.
Does everybody see Diana's two computers running in
on
Linux
the
in the
air
background?
here. That's what I'm doing.
Is that your two computers running in Linux in the background there, Diana?
Yeah, that is. Uh huh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Never
I'm
gonna let her live that
broadcasting
shit
through
down.
this
Oh, no,
one,
sure the fuck
and then
not.
this
No.
one is just here to look pretty.
So it's like you. On that,
You
yeah.
guys are
I'm gonna be quiet.
ridiculous.
Is it? Have you killed
All
it
right.
yet? Are we live? Are
On
we
that,
live?
on that
No,
note,
I'm dead.
Are we live?
on that note, I'm ending the stream. I'm gonna take my ass to bed. You guys can talk in the back room all you want.
Thank you for your
Everybody
shares,
that came
people.
up on the panel, you know, I appreciate you and I love you all for all your little idiosyncrasies.
Are we
And
live?
some of the non-idiosyncrasies. Hey, everybody on the chat, thank you for coming again. You know, I appreciate that. I appreciate the love and support. And everybody remember, take care of yourselves, take care of one another, and have peace in you.